God is good. God is great, man. I got a Michael Jackson video, the king of pop. I got this type video for y'all niggas. Come on, man. It's how good was Michael Jackson actually. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Michael Jackson, that nigga's the GOAT.
The world stopped.
No debate.
Stadiums overflow.
Right, bro, I don't want to hear no debate about who is the best to ever do it, nigga. I don't want to hear Tupac, nigga, young boy, anybody, nigga. This is the best nigga to ever do it.
Pop star who's ever
I'm not gonna lie to you.
But Michael wasn't perfect. He's been criticized for his live singing, his bad acting. And
ain't no criticizing the GOAT.
He's been accused of
like,
having
that's
fake
not
songs
understanding
on
though.
Humans albums.
Like there is
August 2022. Do you think that
Michael Jackson might be the greatest human to ever exist? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, bro, nigga, didn't you hear about that nigga was protecting the children too? I'm not gonna lie to you, nigga. Michael Jackson is the greatest human that ever touched this earth, and he got the voice to have it too. I'm not gonna lie.
that those were actually Michael's vocals or not?
If I tell you today,
Right now.
I can tell you right now that no.
Michael
This
obviously
nigga capping,
became the
bro.
king
That's
of
how you
pop.
know.
The journey that made him one was far darker and much more complicated than most people realize. He's had to face rejection, doubt, and fight to prove himself again and again. So how good was Michael Jackson actually? In 1968, a little
Michael
kid
Jackson
from Gary,
was the
Indiana,
greatest.
walked into
Not
Motown
was.
Records. He
Michael
outsang
Jackson
grown
is
men
the
who've
greatest.
been doing this for decades.
Yeah.
That kid was Michael Jackson. You see, the Jackson 5 weren't just another kid group.
Telling you,
They were
bro.
something else
You
entirely.
just get the grooving.
Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown, he said he'd never seen anything like it.
What was it the first time you saw the Jackson family when Michael Jackson came in? What were your first impressions when you saw them perform in front of you?
Well, I was floored. When I saw them perform, I was really floored.
Diana Ross
You
introduced
should
him
be.
to America on the Hollywood Palace in 1969. And Michael, the
I
tiny
even got my
kid
Michael
with the
Jackson
afro bigger than his
shirt
whole
on.
body,
I ain't gonna lie
grabbed
to
the
you.
mic like he'd been performing for 50 years. But the part
I'm
people
telling
don't
you, I
always
hit the
think
snap
about
and
is,
everything,
while
nigga.
other
This
kids
nigga
were
Michael
learning
Jackson, I'm
multiplication
telling you.
tables, Michael was learning choreography. While they were playing tag at recess, he was in the studio until 3 a.m.
This will really put Michael Jackson on a different level. I'm not gonna cap, but that nigga was dancing too. Like, bro, just imagine being able to sing, dance, moonwalk in, lean forward, and not fall. Bro, he's on a different level. You know how hard it is to lean forward, bro? And that nigga was doing it.
Just to say,
Like, come on.
it's really strange. Guess I'm an addict. Can't help it.
Joe Jackson
I don't
didn't
like
believe
that
in
part
childhood.
now.
He believed in perfection. He got it. Through this thing right here, or if you're black, you're probably familiar with
The belt,
the
man.
switch. Michael would later say he was so terrified of his father that he'd vomit when he saw him
Nah,
coming.
hey,
now think
we don't
about
like
that. A
that,
kid's so
Michael.
scared of his dad that he gets
don't like that,
physically
Michael.
sick. But
I'm
that
with you.
same kid would walk on stage and command an audience of thousands of people. By 1970,
That's why
the
he's
Jackson
the
5 had
greatest.
4 consecutive #1 hits.
I'm
I
telling
Want
you.
You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, I'll Be There. No group had ever done that before.
I'll
Michael was
be
11
there.
years old singing about love and heartbreak in a way that would make grown women cry.
Bro, this is young Mike, bro. This is young Mike.
is.
I ain't gonna lie. Young Michael Jackson had this much action, bro. Like, real life, look.
That would make
Bro.
grown women cry.
Young Michael Jackson had this much traction, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Thing is,
There's
it's
nobody
complicated.
greater than Michael Jackson. Like, a young Michael Jackson had women ready to get on stage, and that nigga was like, what? How old? 10? I don't know. But he had sauce like that, and he was only like 10. That's why Michael Jackson's the greatest. He the greatest human you'll ever see. He was the greatest human to touch down on earth. Y'all think it's Messi or LeBron? Hey, no, it's Michael Jackson. I'm telling y'all right now,
because
like, you gotta listen to
that
me.
success came with a price. Every interview, every photo shoot, Berry Gordy's team would remind him, you're not children, you're professionals. Michael couldn't make friends
That's
his own
crazy,
age.
though,
He
bro.
couldn't go to school dances. He couldn't
Like,
even
bro,
hardly
just
go
imagine not
outside
having
without
a
causing a
childhood,
riot.
though.
He later talked about staring out hotel windows, watching kids play in the park, just watching. Michael just wanted to be normal. But the thing is, he wasn't normal.
Yeah.
You see, he was talented,
right?
but not just talented, he was absolutely obsessed with music.
Who did you start listening to get your kind of singing style?
James Brown. I say James Brown and Sammy Davis.
Look at young Mike, bro. Look
Because I
at
like
him, bro.
the
This so
kind of
goated.
things they do. Like
So
fast
great.
music.
What did you
This a
borrow
young
from?
king right there, bro.
Well, I do most of his dancing on stage. And I just like the way Sammy sings.
And the music
Like,
was
man,
incredible.
just
But
sing,
behind every
dance, and do
perfect
it all.
performance, there was a child who had been hit for missing a step. Behind every smile, it was a kid who didn't know what it was to just be a kid. By 1979, Michael was 21 and desperate to prove something. The Jackson 5 had left Motown and became the
I
Jacksons.
ain't gonna lie, this is what Michael
But
Jackson
Michael,
thought it looked
he
scary,
wanted
bro.
more.
I ain't gonna cap.
He needed
I was
more.
kind of scared of Michael Jackson. That
My
one
name
point.
is James Phillips. I'd like to know, first of all, how do you feel being up there alone, and are you gonna make appearances by yourself?
No, I'm just doing this because these are solo songs for my album, and they put them on the Jackson 5 album.
Now enter Quincy Jones, the man who'd worked with everyone from Frank Sinatra to Count Basie. When Quincy
tell me that
agreed
nigga
to
grimy.
produce Michael's solo album, people
Don't tell
thought it
me
was
he grimy.
weird. A jazz legend working with a former
Mike, he ain't
child
do you
star to
bold,
make
didn't he?
pop and disco.
He ain't do you bold.
But it was a match made in heaven.
Let me know,
Quincy
Mike.
and
I
Mike,
don't play
they
them-
also
I don't
worked
play them
together on the movie
games.
The Wiz, and a year later, they dropped off the
All-time movie, bro. If you ain't watched The Wiz, nigga, you not a Michael Jackson fan. I forgot what's the... get on down the road. Get on down the road. I'm telling you. D1 knowledge.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. It still gets played in movies and social events. The album went platinum 4 times, a part that nobody really talks
Platinum
about.
4 times?
Despite selling millions and
That's
4
crazy.
top 10 singles, the album just got 2 Grammy nods and only 1
Like them
win.
dance
Michael
moves.
sat in that audience watching other artists win awards he knew he deserved. And something in him
I
just
know,
snapped.
Mike. You did
He
deserve
told the
them
story
awards,
that night.
bro.
My next album is going to be the biggest album of all time. Now, most people would have called him crazy. A 21-year-old kid talking about he's going to make the biggest album ever. Yeah, he was Michael Jackson, but he wasn't the king yet. Now, Michael had been competing with
Man,
adults
this nigga
since
was
he
always
5.
the king.
He
Put
knew he was
respect on Mike's
talented,
name.
But
Tell
he
him.
learned that talent wasn't enough. You needed to be undeniable. Now, the thing is, Off the Wall should have been enough.
Like, bro,
It
off the- like, the
revolutionized
dance
pop
moves
music. It
alone,
made
bro.
disco
Look at him,
sound
bro. He had the
sophisticated,
sauce.
But the industry still saw him as Little Michael, still as Diana Ross's protege. Just
Nigga, it's
one
not
of the
no
Jacksons.
protege, bro. This nigga was
November
meant to be the
29th,
greatest. I'm telling you right now. You hearing that from me?
The day the
He
music
was meant to be the
industry changed
greatest.
forever. Thriller wasn't supposed to happen the way that it did. CBS executives wanted another Off the Wall, a safe, successful, profitable album. But Michael and Quincy had other plans. They wanted to create an album where every song could be a single. Every track had to be perfect. But let me tell you about
I
MTV
feel it,
first,
Mike. I
because
feel
you can't
it.
understand the impact Thriller had without understanding this. The
Thriller.
MTV launched in 1981 as music television. They had a
Telling
very
you.
specific format, mostly rock music. They said Michael didn't fit their demographic. When Billie Jean dropped, everybody
Man,
knew it was a hit. But
it don't matter
MTV
who
still
fit your
wasn't
demographic.
convinced. It wasn't
When
until the
Mike
president of CBS
come
Records,
up,
Walter
he
Yetnikoff,
get played on any
he threatened
channel,
to pull all of
any radio
CBS's
station,
artists from
anything,
their
I'm telling
rotation until they played Michael Jackson. And once they did, Billie Jean became one of their most requested videos. It opened doors for not just Michael, but
Billie
for countless
Jean,
artists who came after.
my
But see,
love.
Michael wasn't done. It
Telling
was
you that,
Motown's
too.
25th anniversary, and Michael was supposed to perform with his brothers.
Spin
he
move.
did, but then he asked for a solo spot. He came out with his fedora, kind of like this one. Black jacket, silver glove.
Like, bro, off
Billie
the
Jean bass line
moonwalk
started to
alone, you
play,
can't tell me
and
how can you
know what
beat
happened.
this nigga, bro? He
But
have
Michael
too
still
much
wasn't done
sauce.
changing history. For the Thriller video,
Literally.
he made it into a 14-minute short film.
This the only
Cost
nigga that can pull off
$500,000.
outfits like that, bro.
Before Thriller, music videos were basically film performances. They might have had some simple effects, but after Thriller, videos basically became mini movies. Artists started hiring film directors, budgets
crazy.
exploded, storylines.
So that nigga Michael Jackson
You
had
see
the
it
sauce
today
to really
still.
make people
It
start
all
taking
became
care
standard
of
because Michael.
their music
He basically
videos.
changed what it means to make a music video. Now, Thriller the album, I mean, it
That's
damn
real
near destroyed
sauce.
every record that ever existed. Best-selling album of 1983, of 1984, of all time. We're talking 70 million
should
copies.
already know
7
this,
singles
though,
in the top
bro.
10, 8 Grammys, and
Like, bro, it's a reason, nigga. This is the greatest. This is the greatest. Like, it don't matter, bro. Michael Jackson gonna be the greatest in every era of music. In the future, this nigga still gonna be the greatest. It's not gonna be not one era of music. Michael Jackson ain't gonna be the greatest. Nigga, if you threw him BC times, that nigga still be the greatest. With the dinosaurs, he still be the greatest. That nigga be singing to the dinosaurs. I'm telling you right now.
one night. But success is complicated. because now everybody wanted a piece of Michael Jackson. The Pepsi
nigga
commercial
did get a
that went
little too
wrong,
famous,
his hair
bro.
caught on fire during a pyrotechnic malfunction. That's when the painkillers started. Then he got backlash for his pop success. Black radio stations started saying he abandoned his community, and rock critics says he was too commercial. People who ignored him
Like,
during
bro,
Off the
hating
Wall
on my
now
nigga
saying he's
for what reason?
overexposed. And all of this was just the start of what would eventually become his Achilles heel, the media. Now,
Bro,
fast
that's when
forward,
I got
Michael
scared
has
of this
been
nigga
3
for
years
real.
preparing for a follow-up
Hey,
album.
hey, Mike,
the
I'm
pressure of
sorry.
following
Hey, nigga,
Thriller
come on,
must
y'all.
have been crazy. I mean, imagine
I
trying
respect
to
your
follow up
video,
the Bible.
but I'm trying to get back to
Right
Mike
now.
face real quick. Where I can tell you
Bad
why I'm
what you
scared
did.
of this nigga, bro. Look at him. I was scared of Mike at this point, bro. Why he turned white? I was wondering why this nigga was white. I'm like, man, he was just black. He was just black, and I was playing the Wii Michael Jackson game with the dancing. I was scared of that Thriller video too. That nigga was he was like a black ghost, white ghost. I don't know. He scared me. Michael Jackson, you low key scary. I still best
5
you though.
number
You
one
still my
singles for
goat.
one album. The Bad Tour became the highest grossing tour in history. But there was another conversation happening. Prince.
Come on, bro. Don't even do this. Put my water in, man.
See, while Michael was breaking sales records, Prince was breaking musical boundaries. Purple Rain, Sign of the Times. Critics loved to pit them against each other. Michael was pop. Prince was art. Michael could dance, but Prince could play
that was
multiple
good,
instruments. Michael actually wanted to collab with Prince. He reached out for him to do a duet on Bad. But when Prince heard the song, he heard the first line and he wasn't quite down for that.
The first line of that song is "Your butt is mine."
Your butt is mine.
Nah, I said, who gonna sing that?
Bro, all right, bro.
Cause you sure ain't
Yeah,
singing it to me.
Hey, Mike, that did
And I
sound
sure
kind of
ain't
crazy,
singing
but
it to
nigga's
you.
Mike, so I don't care what you say.
Right there,
It's never too crazy.
You know, right there we got a problem.
That sound like hating though,
So the
nigga.
rivalry, it wasn't real. Not really. They respected each other. But the media always needs a story. And unfortunately, Michael became a prime target for that. The media discovered they could sell more magazines by calling him Wacko Jacko than by celebrating his music. Every weird thing he did became a headline.
Nigga,
He
Wacko
bought a
Jacko?
chimp, front page news.
Yeah, huh? Wacko Jacko? Well, they're calling him Wacko Jacko? For what? Oh yeah, media, y'all tripping, bro.
He slept in a hyperbaric chamber? He didn't, but who cares about the truth? Headlines for weeks. And then they got
That's
their
kind of
biggest
crazy
story.
too. I ain't gonna lie to
I have
you.
a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help. Okay, but when people make up stories
was
that I
kinda
don't want to
scared.
be who I am,
I'm
it
sorry. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
hurts.
scared of this Michael Jackson.
Michael had developed vitiligo, a disease that destroys skin pigmentation. It was something that defined him
Nigga,
in
this
both
still my
positive
goat,
and
man.
negative ways. But
Hey
instead
Michael,
of
bro, I
compassion,
love you like I know you
he
in
got
real
mockery.
life.
By the time the Dangerous album came out, Michael was pushing boundaries again. New Jack Swing with Teddy Riley, Industrial Sounds, Black or White became the most watched television event in
Telling you, nigga.
1991. But the Wacko
If I knew how to
Jacko
dance
stories,
like
they
you,
just-
bro,
they
I'll be
just kept
I'll
coming.
be a singer
He was
just like
buying
you. I
the
got the
Elephant
red
Man's
shirt on.
bones. He was
I'm telling
sleeping
you.
in an oxygen tank. The stories
Got my
got
black
more and
thing
more
on my head
ridiculous.
just like you.
But some people started to believe him. I mean, at the very least, it started to shape his image. The irony is, while some people were calling him a freak, he was still revolutionizing music. The choreography he created during this era, I mean, it's still copied today. Watch any K-pop group. That's Michael. But see, Michael, he made one critical
telling you,
mistake.
too much
See, Michael
sauce.
was nice and trusting, but a little too trusting. See, Michael had his own theme park, and he would let kids and their families come stay
Y'all
with him.
niggas crossed my
You know,
nigga
everything
Mike.
was
I ain't
cool.
gonna lie
He
to
never
you. I
had
don't
a
respect
childhood,
none of
so
that.
he wanted to do that. But in 1993, everything came crashing down. In August of 1993, Michael Jackson was accused of, let's just say, doing
Try to
not
put
so
that on my
nice
nigga
things to
name, bro.
children.
I don't like
now,
that.
this has been a sore subject around
Like, bro,
Michael
putting them
Jackson
type of
for a long
allegations
time,
on
but
anybody,
we
bro,
gotta talk about
that's
what he
serious
did to him.
allegations. You gotta be
Because
right.
Whether you believe he was innocent or guilty, what happened next was basically a public execution. The accusation came during the Dangerous tour. Michael was performing in sold-out stadiums when police raided his home. Media coverage was relentless. I mean, it was so bad he had to cancel the tour.
That's the
He
thing
became
about being
dependent on
famous,
painkillers
nigga.
just
Who
to
want to be
function.
that famous?
The
And
case was eventually settled
yeah,
outside
everybody
of
acting
court,
like
but,
this.
I mean, the damage was permanent. Next thing you know, the History album drops. It was half greatest hits and half new material. And the new songs, they were angrier, more defiant. They Don't Care About Us, Scream, Stranger in Moscow. This wasn't the
Bro, I
same
ain't
Michael
gonna lie,
who
Mike,
sang
this
The Way You
nigga
Make
is
Me
so
Feel.
great.
This was
Like, just
somebody
looking at
who
him,
was
bro.
hurt and wounded.
All his old
now, of
music.
course, it's Michael, so the
I hate
album and the tour was still successful. But you could tell
There
there was
is
something.
there is
broken
no
that
human coming
couldn't
close to
really
this
be
nigga. I'm
fixed.
sorry.
The allegations came back in 2003. Then
I'm
came
just
the
sorry,
trial.
bro.
He was acquitted on all charges, but acquittal doesn't necessarily mean vindication in the public eye. By this point, Michael proved himself to be one of the greats, but he is still not topped the success of Thriller, and his career was starting to go on the decline. So he wanted to try to top himself one more time, but he had another demon to battle with: Sony Music Entertainment. In 2001, Michael dropped Invincible, his last studio album. Sony barely promoted it. They were in a war with Michael over
Hating,
masters
bro.
and money, but it still
Now they
debuted
selling
number
PlayStation.
one.
They tryna,
still went double
man.
platinum.
Sony trying to sell PlayStations for like $900. Y'all are greedy. Come on.
It was a failure for Michael Jackson, but it was still a success that most artists would kill for. But the machine was breaking down, and the debts were mounting up. It wasn't because he wasn't making money. I mean, Michael had lots of assets.
He
But
should
the
be
losses
making
never
way more
stopped
money
coming,
on it
and
than he be making.
everything just seemed like it was closing in on him. So Michael wanted one last hurrah. In 2009, he announced the This Is It tour. 50 concerts at London's O2 Arena, sold out in hours. He was 50 years old, rehearsing like he was 25. The footage from the rehearsals, I mean, he was still magical. Still had that thing that made him different from everyone
Man,
else.
look at him,
But
bro.
he
This
was
so
also
goated,
fragile.
man.
He couldn't sleep without meds, and he barely weighed 130 pounds. And on June 25th, 2009, the King of Pop was pronounced dead at UCLA Medical
One of the
Center.
worst days ever.
According to the Los Angeles Times, pop star Michael Jackson died this
I
afternoon.
ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And bro, if you ain't never had computer lab class at school and you searched up niggas Michael Jackson still alive in the computer lab class, you ain't had no childhood. I'm telling you, I did it all the time.
And CBS News are both
Had
now
that
reporting
one
Michael
dude
Jackson
popping up,
has
nigga. That
died.
one scary dude with the deformed face. Come on, nigga, that's that Mike. No, that ain't my nigga Mike.
But
Long live
on the
Mike
bright
though.
side, his legacy is still felt, not just by music people, but all of us. So, how good was Michael Jackson actually?
The greatest.
The numbers are untouchable. Over 1 billion records sold, 13 Grammy wins, 39 Guinness World Records. Thriller alone has sold more than most artists' entire careers combined. But numbers, they don't quite capture it. Not really.
They don't capture
Watch
it 'cause
Beyonce
nigga, it's the
perform.
greatest, man.
That's Michael. Watch Bruno Mars, Michael, The Weeknd, Justin Timberlake, Usher, Chris Brown, all of them. I mean, they're all trying to copy what he had. Even the K-pop groups, BTS, they're walking through doors.
That's why that nigga's called the King of Pop, bro.
For
a reason.
Before Michael, pop stars, they
King
sang
of Pop for a
songs,
reason,
but
nigga.
after,
Everybody try to bite
they
Mike
created
swag.
whole worlds around their albums and different eras. Music videos weren't just promotional tools, they became art. He changed the game for concerts. I mean, he even changed the whole landscape of MTV.
Like, bro, look at
Black
the
Kids
hold
Can
on.
Get-
Look at the aura alone. Look at the aura alone. Hold on. Go right to it. Look at the aura alone on this outfit, bro. Nigga. I forgot how you call this jacket. A sports team jacket, whatever it's called. Off the jeans. Off the jawline, bro. This nigga, Mike, I'm telling you.
A black kid from Gary, Indiana became the biggest star on the planet.
This swagged
he made
out, nigga.
music that transcended language, race,
This nigga
culture,
swagged any outfit,
everything.
bro.
Was he
Michael
perfect?
Jackson, the only person that made V-necks
I mean, he
look
didn't
good.
play instruments as good as Prince, and on his live shows, his voice got strained and he didn't sound as good as the record. Michael's impact was way bigger than music. Michael Jackson had his childhood
telling you.
stolen, had his appearance mocked, his reputation destroyed. his
And nigga
every
still
move
made it out.
criticized. He never got that comeback. Never got that final victory lap where the world
At least
just
he got his piece
celebrated
away
him.
from these
But maybe
niggas,
that's
I'm
what
telling
makes
you.
his greatness even more remarkable. He never stopped trying to give everything he had to heal the world through his music.
At your concerts, there are hundreds of people in the audience yelling, Michael, Michael. What do you feel like?
When they're all holding hands and everybody's rocking and all colors of people are there, all races, and it's the most wonderful thing.
Now, Michael was so good that 15 years later after his death, pop stars are still chasing what he achieved.
I'm telling you.
I have a video
Shout
about
out
how
Mike.
every modern artist, possibly your favorite
Hey,
artist,
man,
is still copying Michael Jackson.
And in the video, go check out his video. I'm gonna link it down in the description. Like, comment, sub, do all due diligence if you want to. You don't got to, but hopefully you'll want to. Show a little love to a thug. This quick little freestyle to the end of the video.